Or I'm not a made man. So let's not do that. Let's see what happens. Lots of gun holstering sounds. Yeah, who are you? I'm Chris Wright of the Family Wright. Glad you asked. I'm looking for a job. Is Family Wright hiring? Well, I mean the Wright family, my family might have an opening. I ain't promising nothing, but go to the mansion south of here, find my brother Keith, and tell him I sent you. Name's Chris Wright. Family Wright? Who's that? You ain't heard of Family Wright? You must have been out in the desert too long. Family Wright is the biggest crime family in Reno. We're gonna rule this place. Actually, I got the impression they were one of the weakest of the families. I mean, they only deal in alcohol, they have no casino or drug trade, and their numbers are much less than other families. That a joke? If so, it damn well missed the funny mark by a mile. You trying to start something with Family Wright? No, I'm sorry, not at all. Let's go and try this again. Who are you? I'm Keith Wright. I'm looking for... Chris told me to stop by. I'm looking for work. Can you help me? Chris sent you, huh? That's right. He said he might have some work for me. Hold on. You can go in, but watch out, Dad's in a pissy mood. Pissy like in combat? Again? Wrinkles covered this old man's face. It looks like any expression other than a scowl is foreign to him. Only a few brown hairs are left in his thick gray hair. Start talking, tribal. Who are you and what do you want? The name's L1011. I'm interested in a job. No shit. Well, pleased to meet you, L1011. Glad you stopped by. Damn neighborly of you. Sneer crumbles into a frown. Looking for work in Family Wright, huh? Yes. So happens my family is Family Wright. Blood thicker than water and all. What makes you think I'd want tribal trash like you in my family? I got all the hitmen I need. Well, give me a test then. Let me prove myself. Started you for a moment. Alright, maybe you not being in the family could be a good thing. You got children? Not to my knowledge. One of my sons, my boy, Richard, passed away recently. Drug overdose. Jet. How can I help? I want to know what dealer gave that shit to Richard and forced him to take it. Every time I send my boys to find out, they turn up nothing. Maybe somebody who ain't got right blood can get some answers. I'll take the job. Forced him to take it. Alright then, now look, you find that son of a bitch who killed my boy, don't you touch him. You just come back and tell me the dead man's name. Eyes blaze. I'll take care of it from there. Any leads? No, everybody's too scared to talk. To a right, anyway. If I were you, I would question some of the Reno drug pushers, see what they know. That jet came from somewhere. Any pushers you suspect? Way I see it, it was probably a Mordino pusher. That goddamn family controls nearly all the jet in Reno. I'd scope out the Desperados, see what dealers hang out around there. Find the person who gave him the jet, don't hurt him, just come back and tell you got it. So, we gotta find who gave him Jet, the brother of the Renos, or the Wrights. Can you tell me about your brother Richard? Good kid. Damn, if we ever found out who done it to him. Any ideas who might have done it? A lot of other families sell Jet. Could have been any one of them. Mordino's got the most Jet dealers, though, because they make the most Jet. Me, I'm betting it was one of them. What dealers do you suspect? Bunch of them. Jagged Jim J. I've talked to him on 2nd Street. That old son of a bitch Renesco. The Rocket Man. And Jules deals, too, in the front of the town. But mostly the dumb tourist. Then there's little Jesus Mordino. Tell me more about Richard. Quiet kid, clean kid, kept out of trouble, and for a Wright, that's something. We buried him on the Golgotha Plains a while ago. But even so, Mom still don't want his room disturbed. It's hard for her to let go, you know? Which room was his? Do you think your mother would mind if I looked in there? His room? It's the empty one next to Mom's room, the second one down from the kitchen. As for looking around, well, look, don't stay long and don't mess the place up or Mom will pop a clip if she finds out. Thanks, Keith, I won't be long. So it's this room. This was Richard's old room. Hey, I found an empty jet canister beneath the dresser. This empty jet canister was found in Richard Wright's room. It still has traces of jet inside. Interesting. And some chips. So we should confront some of these drug dealers with this empty jet canister, see if they know anything. Not this way. You see a pimp. You see a casino bouncer. Oh, Cassidy is overloaded. You can buy the shit that kills people, or you buy Jagged Jimmy's clean, strong shit. Let's talk to Jagged Jimmy G. Knew you'd be back. Knew it. Didn't Jagged Jimmy J say that be the way? Keep him happy and they'll never let you down. So my pilot friend, what can Jagged Jimmy J do for you today? You know who gave that Wright kid the jet that killed him? You said before your jet was the safest. There isn't any bad jet floating around, is there? Hell, all I'm saying is Jimmy likes his buyers happy and alive. Draw your own conclusions, my pilot friend. Is breathing more important to you than shoving a few chips? Than shaving a few chips off your next jet purchase? Know anything about this empty jet canister? Takes canister, studies it. I sniffs nozzle, then frowns. Shit. This jet's got Radscorp juice in it. Whoever was sucking on this one ain't long for this world. It's poisoned. Hell yes! Gotta be careful in this town with shit like that being passed around. That's why Jimmy always says. Any idea where that might have come from? Now, I don't look now. Now, don't be spreading the word that's mine. If I were you, I'd ask Jules and Renesco about it. But you didn't hear that from me, right? Renesco and Jules, huh? Thanks for the tip. You have discovered that Richard Wright was poisoned. So, we need to go to Renesco's. Look, I'm a busy man. Did you sell Jet to Richard Wright? Don't you even try and pin that accusation on me. You want to know who did it? Ask Tweedledum and Tweedledummer if they're still selling Jet laced with arsenic. Tweedledum and Tweedledummer, who are they? That vulture Jules and that lying reprobate Jagged Jimmy J. Jagged Jimmy. Jules is always perched near the entrance to town looking for ignorant visitors to victimize, and Jagged Jimmy deals on 2nd Street to the rest of the Reno cattle. Jules said to ask you, he says you sell bad shit. Look, primate, you don't even know what you're babbling about. Oh, I think I... Open your mouth and even a whisper, even a hint reaches Mr. Wright that I, or you, might have anything to do with that boy's OD. Our lives aren't worth Brahmin shit. If that happens, you tribal shit, I swear you'll die before I do. Now, for the last time, that kid never bought shit from me, understand? Don't you ever say his name in here again, or so help me. Tell me anything about Richard Wright. Who did he hang around? Who might have used drugs? You stupid bastard! I told you not to say his name in here. Get out! I see you again, I shoot you dead! If Mr. Wright comes looking for me, thinks I killed his boy, you'll die first! Don't threaten me, old man. Did you sell Jet to Richard Wright? Oh, you can do it again. Can you tell me anything about this empty Jet canister? It's empty. It's a Jet canister like the hundreds of others all over New Reno. Anything else I can help you with? Do you know anything about the Rad Scorpion venom traces that are in this canister? Rad Scorpion? Renesco suddenly freezes as if remembering something. Uh-oh. You son of a bitch. You poisoned the kid, didn't you? Whoa, now wait just a minute. Don't mess with me, Renesco. You try and weasel out of this one and you'll be joining Richard, understand? Wait a minute. Look, I didn't sell it to the kid. He never bought anything from me. I was asked to make some Jet laced with Rad Scorpion venom, but I didn't sell it to the kid. You were asked to make poison Jet for who? The Salvatores requested it. They said it was a special order. I didn't know they were going to give it to the right kid. You have to believe me. I don't poison kids. Just adults, huh? You sorry son of a bitch. Why did you poison the Jet? You had to know they were going to kill someone with it. The Salvatores own me. They own this place, and when they want something, I give it to them, or they'll kill me and have me replaced. I never meant any harm to that boy. Yeah, I'm sure you had the best of intentions while you were spiking that jet with poison. Goodbye, Renesco. You have exposed Renesco's involvement in Richard Wright's death. You have gone up a level, you gain 1,000 experience points. That's pretty cool. Add to big guns. But also, no. Let's not add to big guns. Let's add to repair. Because we need to be able to repair things soon. Renesco dead. He's gonna get a hurtin' on him when I tell the Wrights that he poisoned the jet canister intentionally. Sucks to be that guy. Oh, there's the car. It's in the trunk. Wants 15 computer parts. Or assault rifles. Some keys. I should probably get rid of some of this stuff. And spears? Why am I holding that? I don't need this coolant report. Various key cards. And some flares. Flares are useless. I'm just gonna drop it. Drop. 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 Alright. Let's go to the Wright family. Tell them the bad, good, bad news? Bad, good news. Capacity is overloaded. How much do you have? Talk. You're 42 pounds overweight. Yeah. All right. Save game. Oops. I guess just go in and talk to him. You find out who killed my boy? Interesting. You can finger anybody you want. Your son didn't die of an overdose. He was poisoned. What? Poisoned? What in the hell's name were you talking about? I found this jet canister that Richard used, or was used on Richard. There were traces of rat scorpion. He was poisoned with rat scorpion venom. The jet overdose was just a cover for the poisoning. Assuming I believe this for a second, and I ain't saying I am, then who poisoned my son? And why did they go to the trouble of dosing him with jet? I don't know which of the Salvatores did it. Renesco doctored up some jet for them, not knowing they'd use it to poison your son. Word it was the Salvatores. Pumped him with jet, laced with rat scorpion venom, then left him for you to find. That bastard's seen his last days. Come morning, he'll be dead. But he'll be a long time dying. Oh, but Renesco didn't give Richard the jet. He didn't know who it was for. It was the Salvatores that poisoned your son. Nah, he should have known better than to poison it anyway. No less than he deserves. I owe you. Here's a little cash for your trouble, plus some ammo, liquor from my private stock, and another job. If you're interested, I'm interested. It so happens not too long ago, I came across a map that shows an old army base in the mountains not far from here. You find a way in there, and I'll see that you're taken care of. Why should I go? Didn't you send up somebody already? Mr. Wright's expression tightens for a moment, then he snorts. Not exactly. The fellows I got the map from are dead. They were a tough bunch, but they all got wiped out trying to get inside the base. They didn't even get inside? Yeah, the only survivor said shortly before his unfortunate death, said that there was some kind of super gun turrets guarding the entrance. Wiped out most of his boys. What happened to the survivor? Oh, old Sam Pritchard? Sad story. Got drunk one night, mentioned to my boy Keith he'd found this base, and before you know it, he draws me a map and dies. He's sleeping in Golgotha now. Seems like Reno's filled with sad stories these days. I'll take this job. Alright then, come back when you found a way in and I'll see you well rewarded. Now, as for the location of the base, head north then. Gives you coordinates for the army base. So, we get to unlock the Sierra Army Depot, which is awesome. We get to play around with that. Let's see. Oh, the roof is transparent. That's kind of cool. I never noticed that before. So the car is parked up over here. We really gotta get rid of some of this stuff. I guess I'll drop the magic 8-ball. Drop the magnum ammo. Grenade. Cat's paw. Syringe. Empty hypodermic. I don't need a lighter. Don't need a combat knife. Don't need the Stables ID badge anymore. Probably don't need this card. Don't think maybe I should call another that. Wait, I picked up a holodisk. Bishop's holodisk. I forgot to read that. Tanker fob. I should hold on to that. One second. Alright then. Talk to Cassidy. What can we offload from Cassidy? Into the car trunk. That's about it. Put stuff in the trunk. Probably just drop this reactor keycard. We don't need that. I don't need this water flask. What the hell are we carrying that around for? Blue keycard. Don't need that. Put the tanker fob in the trunk because we don't need that for a long time. Try to keep this to stuff only the stuff we need on hand. Sheriff's badge. I'll keep the sheriff's badge on me. £234. What's this? Holodisk. The Bishop's holodisk contains incriminating information on Bishop's secret deal with NCR. Apparently, Bishop hired mercenaries to attack Vault City in the hopes that Vault City would turn to NCR for military aid. This holodisk is audio only and has no text data. Vault City might be interested in this. It weighs 1 pound. Well now. Right, Vault City might be interested in this. Save. Whoops. No. Ah, derp. I wanted to use the car, but I didn't. Cassidy, get out of the way. You're not in the driver's seat.